Miami Dolphins are 1-5. This Dolphin season is barely alive, and it is quickly turning into the nightmare on Dolphin Street because the Fins are down in the dumps. We are hitting rock bottom, and there is gloom and despair around the fan base. I'm doing my best to stay positive and stay bright, and we're going to get to that. But we have to address the reality at hand that was an ugly loss to the Chargers, literally snagging defeat from the jaws of victory. Brutal after a loss to the Panthers as well. Brutal, brutal, brutal. It has been this last bit of a stretch for Finns fans everywhere, and where to even begin. 29-27. We were up 13-9. It looked like maybe, hey, we were going to turn it around against a well-coached Harbaugh team. It's not like the Chargers or anything crazy. They're not winning a Super Bowl anytime soon, but they seem to be ahead of us. And at one point, we were literally ahead of them in the score. Jordan Brooks was going nuclear. Devon Achane continues to be a bright spot on offense. Darren Waller is developing into this big body red zone threat that the Dolphins have sorely needed for many years, but the same glaring issues were there. Our offensive line, sloppy, letting things by. They had a depleted O-line. We could not get pressure to them. We literally could have brought Justin Herbert to the ground at the end. And bam, another play slipping through our fingers. We need to get more. We just need to be better, and I don't even know where to begin. Obviously, it starts with leadership. We need stronger coaching, whether it's from the current regime or a new regime, but Ross needs to make a decision and make a clear one. We need to move forward together. Two or three interceptions. The first one was more of a bounce through of Waddle. The second one was dumb, and then the third one, you're gunning for it, but it was just a frustrating game. I was in the stands, section 138, doing my best to cheer, scream on third down as always. Again, I apologize if I'm annoying to the people who sit around me, but that's how I watch football. On third downs, I'm getting loud. If I'm hearing people boo my own team, I'm going to tell them to hush politely, of course. We were hearing boo Tua, while we were trying to lead a 2-touchdown drive. We hit the first one. Boom. Boo's continued. Why boo when we are leading down the field, right? Why not get loud on defense, boo the other team instead of booing our own team? And then lo and behold, bam, we got that touchdown. So it felt good to scream and say, let's go. You see, this is the time for the Dolphins to win. And why'd I open my big mouth? I thought that finally that other fans would be able to see that, yes, if you have faith in the team, it will be repaid for you. Unfortunately, it was not. Unfortunately, we let up a massive gain to Lad McConkey. Lad is good. You know, we had a 5th-round rookie on him. It's escaping my name right now, number 11. I know you're a 5th-round rookie. Hope there are better days for you to come, but geez, what a brutal way to let the game go down. It's one of the reasons I'm wearing the black suit. No, it's time to get a little more serious. I know I like to be positive, and I will be positive, but we have to address the facts that this is a team that needs serious change. Hopefully smarter minds than I are at work at those changes. I know that there are people drumming for a new head coach, no more Chris Grier, for new quarterback. After 6 weeks in the season, I don't know if magically getting any of those three is going to change the season around, but in the future, we need better. We deserve better. The Dolphins have to turn it around. And if we hit rock bottom, where do we go from here? I mean, we could just give up, turn in the towel, and say, hey, we're 1-5. No más, no puedo. No can-do'sville, baby doll. And yeah, it was a fun season. Thank you for tuning in. But that is simply not my style. Yes, it may be dark, gloomy, and dreary, but we still have to cheer for the Dolphins, okay? A rebuild is not for the weary. I know we are a lot tired of rebuilding. Hopefully we could just reload, but realistically, we're going to need a big shakeup to shape up on this team. But be that as it may, that's what we have to root for. Ideally, we hope that the boys get it going. You know, we do play the Browns this upcoming week. It's Dylan Gabriel, another lefty Hawaiian quarterback. I think maybe he looks up to Tua. Hopefully he'll be shell-shocked and we can light up the Browns. All we have to do is try to contain Judkins, which can be a problem. If Rico Dowdle and Kamani Vidal just had a field day against us, Judkins is a beast, okay? But Dylan Gabriel is bad, okay? Let's stop him. Let's lock him up. We just have to contain Judkins, and if Dylan Gabriel beats us, then we're kind of just cooked, guys. Their defense is crazy. But hey, this could be the time that the Dolphins win another game. Conventional wisdom might say at this point we should just turn in the towel, not win any more games, and collect a better draft pick. But the Miami Dolphins want to win games. Whether you're a fan or you're a player, you deserve to win games. So let's compete to the best of our abilities, because why not? As of now, nobody has been fired, nobody has been let go. So this is the regime we have. Ideally things will get better, whether it's with the new guys or current guys. But let's hope things get better. Let's root for some nice magic to happen. If we beat the Browns, let's look at who's next on the schedule. I think after the Browns, we come back home to we go to the Falcons, who just beat the Bills. So that could be a tough game. Before that Buffalo game, I said we could probably win these 2 games in a row, but after watching them beat the Bills, it could be a little tougher. Bijan is disgusting, especially since we seem to be very susceptible to running backs. I do not want to face Bijan Robinson. But then we play Ravens at home. Derrick Henry, that might be a get right game for him, but if not, we can stop him. But let me put my imaginary tinfoil hat on. I do have the Nando Talk hat, so this is brimming with positivity. But if the Dolphins season keeps fighting, they stay afloat, and we get back to Thursday night football in Miami versus the Baltimore Ravens, wouldn't that be sweet, poetic justice for Tua Tagovailoa to have a second coming of his career? When things seemed rocky for him to start, and he came off the bench on a Thursday night football game versus the Baltimore Ravens and led us to a gritty win. And that seemed to spark hope anew in Fins fans everywhere. Could it be that this Thursday night football game, as long as we stay alive, we beat the Browns, we stay competitive against the Falcons, and you go into this home game at least 2, maybe even 3 wins in? 3-5, 2-6, but competitive. And we get that win versus the Ravens. Ideally, we are now 4-5. Could that be hope sparked anew in the Miami Dolphins? All we need is this Dolphins front to start getting sacks, generating pressure, hopefully get more turnovers. We need Achane to keep carrying that load, Tua to Waddle, that connection that's been dormant, to truly blossom into those connection of old from Bama in the days of yonder. To see a burgeoning Malik Washington, and Darren Waller, big body touchdown man, just going play to play, touchdown to touchdown. It's hard for me to even follow this Alice in Wonderland like rabbit hole because it sounds incredulous. But stranger things have happened in the world of football any given Sunday. And in this case, a Thursday culminating in everything. Hope anew for the Dolphins. Because what else do I have to root for, guys? The draft? That's so far away. For people getting fired, it's not happening. At least not yet. Ross seems to be his own boss, do his thing. So I'm going to hope that with what we have now, things get better. And if things change, I'll make another video and we'll talk about it. This has been getting a little longer than you might be used to as I rattle on about things that may never come, things that I hope to be. But that's at the situation we are with the Dolphins right now. Things currently do not seem good. They are not pretty. It has not been fun. I would have loved nothing more than for us to beat the Chargers and show a new generation of Fins fans that if you hope for your team, they can win and your hope will be repaid. To show current Fins fans and older generations of Fins fans that this Dolphins team can still fight and still have some kick. Well, we fought and still got knocked out. Let's hope things get better. That's all we really can do. Hope you enjoyed the videos. I'm going to start to have more videos with some nicer clothes thanks to a new job opportunity coming up soon. And yeah, hopefully a lot more time for Nando, talking a lot more brighter energy, been trying to focus up, clean things at home. and literally in my personal life. And now seems to be getting better. You know, the Dolphins are some place I always try to find refuge and seek some fun times. It's been harder this season to do, of course, as I'm sure as it has been for everyone. But thank you for tuning in and joining me on this journey of Nando talk and the ever so loving Miami Dolphins that clearly care about our mental health and love, treating us to nice things. You know, we can only hope. And that's really what we can do. Remember, all we can do as fans is hope for things to get better. We don't play, we don't cheer. Well, we don't play, we only cheer. So I'm tired. Hopefully things get better. But they will. So fins up, chins up, and tune in for some more Nando talk. Thanks for tuning into the duality of man and Fins fans. Dolphins down to the dubs. Rock bottom or nowhere to go but up. Thanks for tuning in.